We got our hands on a lot of cool tech in 2024, but these are my favorites. So first up, we've got the Clix keyboard for the iPhone 16 lineup. It is a physical keyboard on the iPhone, something we thought we would never see. The iPhone's the killer of the physical keyboard. For me, this is very nostalgic. I grew up with smartphones with keyboards. So check this out. Like, if you're in a messages thread, you can just go ahead and just type as you normally would. I'm still getting used to a physical keyboard again. It's been many years, okay? But what's nice is you get your full screen whenever you are typing out something. So you no longer have that giant keyboard eating up a bunch of real estate. My only real issue is like, it's a really long phone now, especially with the 16 Pro Max.
Looks like those concepts where they
Yes, yeah. But it does have like a backlit keyboard, some programmable keys, and even some shortcuts. So if you want to just have like your emojis pop up, or you want your digital keyboard to come back. So you get some extra cool features, and I think you can even have some shortcuts to open up apps. It's very nice, and it even has the USB-C port at the bottom. So it has data pass through as well as the regular charging. So it's not like you're giving up your USB port to have this. You know how many people have asked me like, what's going on with your phone? But they end up saying that's pretty cool. Listen, you don't know about this. It's the iPhone 20. Come on, man, from the future. All right, so next up, we've got this guy over here. This is the ROG Ally X. Now, if you watch me regularly, you probably know I'm a big handheld gamer. And listen, these handheld gaming PCs are all the rage right now, and this is absolutely my favorite one. So this is the updated version of the ROG Ally, and this has been like one of my smoothest experiences with a handheld PC like this. We got a 120 hertz display over here. Games run really smoothly, and it seems to be like the most stable of them all in terms of just like the overall software and being able to, like, you know, hop between different platforms. And I love that, because if you want to play games from Steam, Xbox Game Pass, even EA, you can get all of those platforms on here. Like, honestly, I have not picked up my Nintendo Switch ever since I got my hands on one of these. Like, I think the Steam Deck is what originally killed it for the Switch for me. And then once I got my hands on these, where it opened up to more platforms, forget about it. And I got a Gundam game, come on, man. Now this next one was literally life-changing for me. And that's this guy over here, the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Now, it's not necessarily the Apple Watch Ultra 2, but the newest feature that Apple added to it, and that's sleep apnea detection. Now, Ari and I had our suspicions that I had sleep apnea, but for me, I was like, you know, whatever, I'm snoring, I'm bothering her. My bad. But it wasn't until Apple's announcement of sleep apnea detection where I realized it's actually a way bigger deal than I ever knew it was. And once the feature came out, I made sure I slept with this thing every night, and almost immediately it started detecting that my sleep was getting disrupted like crazy. I've been seeing signs of elevated sleep disturbances day after day. Most people's should not look like this. I went in for my appointment with my cardiologist, did a sleep study test. Lo and behold, your boy does have sleep apnea. And now I sleep with a machine called a CPAP machine. Huh? Oh, I got a hardware update. Gene, get out of here, man. But yeah, now I am sleeping with a CPAP machine. I just started my journey with that machine, and I am hoping a lot of those symptoms clear up soon. And with this one, I fell for the hype a little bit, and I picked up the Fujifilm, what is it, the X100VI. I like taking pictures of my family, and this thing has been really awesome for that. I've been able to take some really, really great shots, and they've got this, I don't know, this like homey feel to them. I guess it's like that film look. This thing does it really well without the need for extra filters. My only gripe with this is I wish it were a little bit wider. The whole reason I got this though is because I like how nice and compact it was. But when I want to get that wider shot, look at this. I may as well just bring around a DSLR. This is just, it's a lot.
About wider, I thought physically.
You thought I went to like I just want to take pictures like this. So thankfully, I didn't just fall for the hype and, you know, get stuck with something stupid. This is actually really good. And speaking of cameras, this guy right here, This is the Insta360 X4. For those of you who've never seen a camera like this, it's got lenses on both sides. And what it does is it basically captures everything around it. I can literally just turn it around and see whatever we've got going on. And I know you can see my hand right now, but if you throw in a selfie stick, they call this the invisible selfie stick. Boom, hand gone, looks like it's just a fist, and then you can look all around you. So no matter where you point this, you can see everything going on around you. So it's a really, really cool camera, especially if you're into like, you know, doing something with action. Jay's picking one up for his snowboarding. Look at this guy, snowboarding.
So cool.
I get it now, those action cameras, I get it.
Yeah, it's,
I want to see a video.
listen, we're waiting, Jay. Show us the footage.
Ollie.
It is extremely versatile, but like, that's all of an Insta360 stuff, right? Extremely versatile cameras, but this is definitely one of their coolest. Now, we gotta talk about my favorite Android phone of the year, and that's this guy, the Pixel Pro 9 Fold. Now, I'm not super huge on the fold category of phones, but this one's the best one that's come out, in my opinion. Now, I love this one because the front screen feels like your standard smartphone. Now, I have a case on here, but the phone's also slim enough to feel like a normal smartphone. It feels maybe a little bit thicker, but when you couple in the fact that you can do this and just open up the entire thing, game changer. Google was definitely on the right path last year when they came out with the original Fold, because a lot of people liked how wide it was, and they went ahead and just made the front screen taller so it could feel like a natural phone in the front. And then whenever you want to open up, you get a tablet-sized screen inside, and it just feels awesome to use. If you're looking for a foldable, I think you start here. And if you're looking for a Bluetooth speaker, I think you start with today's sponsor, Marshall. So check it out, you guys. This is Marshall's Middleton Bluetooth speaker, and this thing has like a lot of awesome features. Up top, you've got all of your controls. You power it on by pressing that. But this is also where you control your volume. We've got an LED bar over here that shows you just where you are with your volume, which is pretty unique. Now, not only can you control volume here, but you can turn it to the left or right to skip tracks or go back a track. You've got your Bluetooth button over here, and you even have a battery indicator button over here. You have your bass and treble control, so if you want a lot of bass, you can crank it up, and that LED bar shows you just how much you've added, and you can do that with the treble as well. So this little bar, that's actually really useful. I've never seen that before, and it works really well. So you get all those features, but it's also really durable. It's IP67 water and dust resistant. This thing can be submerged in water up to 1 meter for 30 minutes, which is insane for something like this. So it'd make a great pool speaker. And in the back, you've got your aux port and even a USB-C port to charge it, or use it as a portable charger if your phone or any other device is running low on juice. So you could use this in a pinch, and it's even got this strap that you can add onto it. So if you want to take this thing on the go, because it's so durable, you can just like kind of just take it outside, and it should be able to handle, you know, being out there in the wild. I don't know how they did it, but this is some of the fullest sound that I've heard on a Bluetooth speaker. The bass is wild without it overpowering everything else. It is absolutely insane, but what's crazier is you could go ahead and add 2 of them and have them both playing music at the same time. Follow me to hear it for yourself, but I'll of course have links down below in the description so you guys can check it out. Now, if you guys are longtime viewers and you've seen some of the last massive tech unboxings, you know that I've got like this weird thing with flashlights. I don't know. Anyway, this is one that I've been taking around everywhere.
Mac and Uncle.
It's a tiny flashlight, but it's really powerful. You can see right here, this is like at 50 lumens. You can crank it up to 150, 1 lumen, and you can actually see how many lumens you're using right here on this little OLED screen. And if you happen to need a lot of light, you just double press the button and you've got like 700 lumens. Whoa. Absolutely insane. And it's also glow in the dark. But what's also kind of cool is if you're using it at night and you don't want to be like blasted by crazy white light, you can actually hold it and use a red light so that it has like less impact on your eyes, So it's just super versatile, and you can even change the direction of it. So you can have it like right here. You know, if you're in the dark, you don't want to sit there and hold it, you could just have it pointing this way. How dare you call me Unc? And it's got wireless charging, and it's magnetic, so you could just like, come on, man.
Next one.
Damn, you sound like Ari. Now, on the laptop side of things, this one I'm a fan of. This is the newest Surface Pro. Now, this is the 11th edition. This one's got the Snapdragon X Elite chip in it, so it has all of like the AI features. It's part of that whole Copilot Plus PC, but I like this one a lot because it's a really smooth experience, a really great display. It's the same pretty much Surface experience with the new Surface Pen. With this, you can scribble, do whatever you want. But where I'm really impressed, and not only is this like a really nice experience as a computer, but the type cover is now Bluetooth. Because now you can go ahead and control everything from afar, and I think that just ups the experience. So when it comes to a lot of these Copilot Plus PCs, this guy right here, definitely one of my favorites. And speaking of like, you know, the whole writing thing, I'm a big fan of the Remarkable tablets. They came out with the Remarkable Paper Pro, and I've been talking about this one for a little bit now, but I love this experience. This has completely replaced me buying notebooks, which I used to do a lot, and planners, and I can do everything here. It feels great to write on. It actually kind of feels like paper, and they added some really nice things like a backlit screen, so even in the dark, you'll be able to see the things that you're writing. That is a really nice touch that it didn't have before. Not to mention the fact that now you also have color options. So you can go ahead and pick different colors. But yeah, as a productivity tool for me personally, this thing is unmatched. It's expensive, but if you're someone who buys planners or you do a lot of writing or journaling, note-taking, whatever it may be, this could be very worth it to have all of your notebooks and stuff in one single place. Speaking of, can we give a little props to the iPad? The newest iPad Pro with the M4. For a tablet to be this thin with this kind of power is just absolutely insane. But one of the reasons I like this the most is with some special accessories, I can actually turn this into a monitor. So with these guys right here on my laptop, I can line these up and pretty much treat this as a second display for my MacBook. And with it being so thin, it's not a lot of weight on the overall screen. Considering I always walk around with these two anyway, is a really nice addition to just like the overall MacBook setup. And actually, speaking of MacBooks, check this out. I got this sleeve from Journey, which I kind of blew my mind. And so you can pretty much just throw your laptop in here, take it on the go. Awesome. And what's great about this is that it can also double as, you know, a spot for your laptop to chill. But you might notice that it's got these over here, but these spots right here actually double as wireless chargers for both the iPhone and AirPods. They use MagSafe. You'll have a USB port right over here to charge everything. And let's say you're out and you're fully set up at your mobile office / coffee shop, whatever. You can actually throw a mouse on here and use this as a mouse pad, so you can be like in the Matrix if you want to. So I like this thing. It's one of those products that like I didn't expect to be so cool, and it really is. Now, I know this video is probably long as it is, so I'm gonna stop here. These are some of my absolute favorite things of 2024. Some honorable mentions, the Lexar portable SSD that we recently used that doubles as an SSD for your iPhone or laptop. So that's awesome. Video link down below. PS5 Pro. I know there's a lot of people who hate it, but for those who bought it, you know how nice it is. And last, the teal iPhone 16. Apple, you should have made this a Pro.